I always wanted to serve on a jury.
I'm really super excited to be here, so I really appreciate you having me. I'm looking forward to it.
I want to give a big shout out to the 13th Juror podcast and Brandy.
Yeah, I applaud you guys. Keep doing what you're doing.
And then I just look to the jury, and it's sort of like, look.
Hey, if you're bored of work, come pop in and say, hey, what's up?
You are a ray of sunshine, and I love what you've done with your YouTube channel.
Okay, let's see. Now can you hear me? Now can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? There I am. Okay. I'm having, you see that I am not at home. I am unfortunately having to stream from my brother's house, where I am living for the next 2 weeks while they do my stupid floors. I'm not happy about it. So so I might have a few issues right in the beginning while I get everything set up. Lucy is currently sniffing around. She is not sure why we're here. She's like, her little nub is wagging and she's like looking at me like, why are we here? What? But instead of being on the beach now, I'm on the lagoon. So I got to take her out on the what's it called? The dock. And while we were up there, like a big old fish jumped and I was like, ooh, that fish is going to eat you. Hi. So there's no Lucy cam right now. The next 2 weeks are going to be, I'm going to be here. So no Lucy cam, no beach cam, and no gnomes. But I'm back. So you get 1 out of 4. 25% of what we normally are. That ain't bad, right? I am glad to see y'all. I am so thankful that Kathy and Jessica took good care of y'all while I was in Tallahassee. Of course, when I start to stream, the yard guys show up and they're out there. So now every time they go by here, it's really loud and I can hear it, but that's okay. Whatever. We're just going to deal with our problems as we go. I am really glad to see y'all. I thoroughly enjoyed being able to be in the courtroom and being able to meet the Markels and see, see justice in action, see Georgia in action. She was fantastic. I'm glad I got to watch the whole thing. No, I did not know I'm in the Tallahassee Times. I did see some of the pictures where I've seen screenshots and stuff like that of a lot of the stuff that I was in on the live streams and stuff like that. And then I saw there were 2 pictures that were sent to me yesterday from the Tallahassee Democrat where they took pictures of the Markels, and I was sitting, of course, like in the bench right behind them. And which, by the way, Shelly Markel is also just one of the sweetest, kindest, most amazing people. Like they are so kind and so strong. And it was an honor to be able to meet them and spend some time with them. It's funny too, because so yesterday, I was sitting, so when they had the the courtroom is like locked, locked down. Nobody's allowed in there. So everybody's just kind of like hanging out in the hallway. Some people like went down to the little deli downstairs and, different places or whatever. Well, the Markels were in the judicial chambers, like office right here. And I was on the, I was sitting with a couple people that I had met through the trial, like right outside of the judicial office which is where I met Shelly Markel. She came out and was talking to us and stuff. So I was sitting there talking to Shelly Markel when they came up and told us that there's a verdict. So we're in a separate part of the hallway than everybody else. So you can't hear me? Here, maybe this is too far away. Try to move my microphone. Does that help? Turn it up. Does that help? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So I was with Shelly Markel and I was over there like where they are. So we're like in a separate area from the rest of everybody else. So I found out that they had the verdict. So they came and told us, because like I said, I'm like right there with the Markels. So they came and told us, but they had not told everybody else in the hallway yet. The only reason that I knew, and I told y'all immediately in the stream, was because I was right there with them. So it's really funny actually, because I knew that there was, I don't have my soundboard 80s Music Man, but just imagine a door squeaking right now because I see you. I had, I don't know why I don't know how to turn my microphone volume up. Does this help? Does this help? Or does that make it worse? Let's see. Let's see. Does this help? Does that make it better? I don't know. Some of you are saying it's low, but that's all I can do. All right. So anyway, I heard that there was the verdict before anybody else in the hallway did, and before Court TV or any of them, because they were all sitting on the bench, like right outside of the courtroom. I was sitting on the opposite side over by the Markels. So it's funny because I told y'all before, so y'all knew that there was a verdict before Court TV or before anybody else did. So when I put it in chat, y'all were the very first people to know, like within seconds of the Markels finding out that there was a verdict, y'all found out. So that's kind of cool. But also what's really funny is I told y'all in chat, like, verdict. And then right after that, I tweeted it out and I said, there's a verdict, whatever, and hashtag Charlie Adelson trial. Do you know how many people were like, you're wrong. It's not confirmed. Court TV's clock is still going. Blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, me and the Markels are on our way walking over here. So if y'all want to, keep on doing what you're doing, go ahead. Do you know how funny it was though that so many people were telling me I was wrong and that I was putting out fake news because I said that there was a verdict, and I was like, okay, all right, well then you go on about your business, and when Court TV lets you know, I'll let you know. It was really funny. Haters gonna hate, but it was funny. But we were so excited. We were sitting out there in the hallway, and we were like, okay, it's been 3 hours, and we're sitting there thinking, we were just talking about okay, well, are they going to keep them late? The last judge kept them until 9, but that was a different judge, but same court. So we don't know if they're going to, do that. They hadn't really told us anything. But we didn't really know, how late they're going to, so we were just talking about that. And then, the lady comes out from the chamber. She's like, we have a verdict. I was like, ah! So excited. So y'all, but I want y'all to know that y'all got the scoop before Court TV. You got the scoop before Long Crime. You got the scoop before anybody else's live stream. Y'all got the scoop on the verdict before anybody else. So y'all are special. Yeah, do not tell me I am wrong. I always always have proof. But then it's kind of funny because it's like, I don't like, and I'm sitting there watching all these people telling me I'm wrong, and I'm like, okay, all right, bless your heart. And then when, when all the other streams started to announce it, then I was like, well, yeah, no shit. Like I told y'all 7 minutes ago, but you do you, boo. You do you. It was really funny. It was really funny. Yeah, people in here visiting said, how do we know it's not a question? We knew you knew. And y'all know how I am. I wouldn't, if there was even a question in my mind, I would not have said verdict. I would have been like, there's action going on, there's something happening, whatever. I would not have said verdict. If there's any possible chance, because I hate being wrong. Ooh, I hate being wrong. So if there's any possible chance that I could have been wrong, then I wouldn't have said it. But I was literally right there with the Markels when they found out. So I knew for a fact what it was. But it was hilarious. Salty, welcome back. Have a cup on me for my absence. Glad to be back. Thank you all for the warm welcome back and chewing my buns for leaving unexpectedly. Love y'all. We are glad you're back. When I saw you in here, I was like, where have you been? We're glad you're back. We're glad you're back. Welcome back. And thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Yeah, we worry about our family here. We take care of each other here. Yeah, that was awesome. I was really excited. Like, I wanted to tell y'all in chat before I tweeted it or anything, because I wanted y'all to be the first to know that there was a verdict. I wanted y'all to be like in on it. I wanted the jurors to be in on it. Speaking of the jurors, y'all, let's go in and talk about this juror. Let me tell you, when he found out that that he was an alternate, which we had heard all along that he was, like, that those three that are closest to the door were going to be the three alternates. Not all along, but we had heard, like, within the last week, when we started getting really worried about him, we had heard from multiple people that he was going to be an alternate, which, again, people kept saying, you're wrong. They don't know that until okay, let me tell y'all how this works. The judge and, the court, they know who the alternates are going to be. Jurors don't know who the alternates are going to be. So when I'm saying, I think that these are these are the alternates, and I had people telling me, you're wrong, they don't know, that nobody knows until the end. That's not how that works. Like, they do know, but the jurors don't know, because if the jurors know that they're an alternate, then they might not pay as close attention, they might not put in as much effort to pick up on details, whatever. So they don't know, but everybody else knows. Like, everybody else in the court knows. So again, the information that we got about which seats were the alternates was right. Thank the Lord on that, because man, was he animated. I will tell y'all, the nodder was concerning. Before I heard that he was going to be an alternate, I was really worried about him. I can tell you right now, there is not a doubt in my mind that if he were one of the actual jurors, it would have been a hung jury. There's not a doubt in my mind. It would have been a hung jury, because he was, and when I was trying to explain to y'all, what he was doing, but it was like it's so hard to explain, like, by chat, Meg's member for 3 months. Happy anniversary. I don't have my sound effects, so I can't do it for you, but I'll sing to you. It's our anniversary. See, I'll just have to sing it to you for the next 2 weeks. Happy anniversary. I'm glad you were here. The nodder, when the defense was up there, he was going, and then he'd look over, and then when George was up there, he was going, like, he would do like this, and he would sit there like, he was so animated. Then he would lean. Okay, so the way that I was sitting right, kind of like perpendicular, but a little bit forward. I was sitting like kind of behind the podium, so that I could see the witness and the jury. And man, he would lean, like, so his shoulders, like, he should be like, this part of him should face me. He would be like like this, like turned all the way around, looking into the gallery. He's the one who complained about people shaking their heads, which was the Markels. He was complaining about them, like, you know, shaking their head. No, like they're lying about this. He complained about that. And he complained about the people talking, and he's the complainer. And everything that he did was just so over the top. And he winked at this one lady in the media who was sitting on the front row. He winked at her, which was super awkward. When he found out, and look, when the judge got ready to call out the alternates, we were all like, because like we had heard all week, you know, like for the last like week and a half that he was going to be an alternate, but we weren't, you know, until they call it, you just don't know for sure. So we had heard it, and so like they're getting ready, and like it's like me and Katie Cool Lady and Fancy Fiction, we're all sitting right there, and we're like, they get ready to call it, and we're like, and like we're all like holding our breath. And when they called the names of those three that were sitting in those seats, I was like, oh, hallelujah. Like we all like let out this like collective like, oh, thank goodness. And that he was an alternate. His face, y'all, he was pissed. At first he looked like confused, you know, and then he's looking at the other two alternates or whatever, and he's like looking at them like, what? Can you believe this? It was crazy. He was pissed. But we were all like, see ya, sucker. He was awful. He was creeping everybody out. Lisa Dempsey, member for 6 whole months. Lisa Dempsey says, I love living here. The rent is cheap, the neighbors are friendly, and the landlord is cool. Yes. Yes, Lisa Dempsey. I love it. I love it that you live here for 6 whole months. That's half a year, Lisa Dempsey. We've been together for half a year of our lives. I'm glad to have you. Christy G, another anniversary member for 3 whole months. My favorite place to be, right here with friends. Yes, Christy G, we are glad to have you. Glad to have you. I am sorry, I got a little bit behind because I was telling y'all about the nodder. Make sure I didn't miss any more. Yeah, Katie Cool Lady and STS were all saying the same thing about the nodder. We were all worried about him. Actually, I was supposed to be on STS last night, and I kind of didn't get I was driving. I didn't get the notice until afterwards, and I was like, I texted him back. I was like, oops, my bad. I think I'm going to be on there. What's today? Tuesday? I think either tomorrow or Thursday. I have to look. I have to look. Kayla Jones, member for 2 whole months. Happy anniversary. Feels like longer. So glad I found your channel. Feels like longer in a good way, right, Kayla Jones? Not like in a bad way. Feels like longer, like, oh my gosh, we're all best friends. Not like, oh my God, I've been here forever, right? That's the way I'm taking it. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Lily's mom, we have another anniversary member for 5 whole months. Woo, my new home. Yes, Lily's mom, we are glad to have you for 5 whole months. Get out from there, child. Hey. She's over there sniffing all the stuff. Sniffing all the stuff. All right, let's see. Yes, I will. When I talk to them today, I will find out for sure if I'm supposed to be doing tomorrow or Thursday. And when I find out, I will let y'all know. I will let y'all know what day we're gonna be there. Alrighty, let's see. Let me pull up see if we can. I'm having to try to do this from a different computer, which is a little bit weird. Let me see if I can pull up the Get down. Get down. Who do you think you are? Get down. Get down. Good girl. Climbing on the furniture like she owns the place. Don't come running over here to me like you're not in trouble.
Let's see. Tommy. Let's see. Um, why can't I find it? Oh my gosh. Somebody just coughed outside. It's the yard guy and it scared me. I was like, somebody's here. Tiny Doe 420. Welcome back. Okay, there's cameras set up. Detective Dean is there right now. Tiny Doe, maybe you remember on your other account. Or you're joining us again. Either way, we're glad you're here. We love you. Oh yeah, there it is. Member for 6 whole months. Love you all so much. Sorry dealing with family stuff, but had to say hi. Time flies when you're having fun. Love you all. We love you too. I'm sorry you're dealing with your family stuff, but we will be here when you get back. Bug Dugger, thank you for the super chat. My milestone is not there. It now says 5 months, 3 days. It should be 6 months. Time flies so fast. It's as if a whole month has gone by in the blink of an eye. Oh, yes, it has. Bug Dugger, we're glad to have you. So glad to have you. And thank you for the super chat. Y'all, why can't I find it? Detective Dean is there right now, and they have the cameras set up in there. I hope they're not trying to save it for the HBO special. I'm gonna be pissed. Like, excuse me. Let me not say I'm gonna be pissed. I'll get clipped by the haters and posted on a fake Twitter account. Let's see. Oh man. It's not coming up on any of the stuff. Ooh, I'm gonna be so mad if they won't show it live. Ashley, member for 5 months. Thank you, Brandy, for all you do. Best place on YouTube. Thank you, Ashley. Happy 5-month anniversary. Happy 5-month anniversary. We are glad to have you here. Sorry, I'm catching up. I know, I'm sorry if I've missed y'all stuff. I'm trying to find, to see if they're, see, I don't know. Oh, see, can you see this? See, they have the cameras in there. So they should be showing it. The sentencing is happening, but why can't I find it? Not giving up. Oh, it's not going to happen. Hammer just came into the courtroom. Oh, Fami. Fami's attorneys filed a motion and it's preventing sentencing. They did it late last night. So they've got everybody in the courtroom there and they, oh my God, he's so dramatic. He's nothing but drama. They have everybody in the courtroom there ready for it. And apparently late last night, he had his attorneys file a motion and it delayed. So they delayed sentencing. So he's not going to be sentenced today. Oh, I'm so mad. What a creep. This is the same kind of crap that he did, that just prolonging everything for as long as he possibly can and trying to drag things out and get more and more attention. And what a buffoon. Oh, Bug Dugger gifted a membership. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you for gifting a membership. Who did it go to? Let's see. Let's see if I can. Dreamer Landry gifted a membership. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yeah, exactly. So he was stalling for the inevitable. Stupid Thami. What else would we expect from Thami? This is the most Thami thing ever. Ugh. Ugh. So mad. He is a control freak. He likes to pull, that's exactly it, Chrissy Beck. He likes to pull those strings and have everybody get down. Get down. Come here. Come here, you bad dog. Come here. Come see me. Come see your friends. Say hi. Say hi, bad dog. I'm climbing on the furniture. Hi. My brother has white couches and white rugs and white pillows and white everything. And Lucy's like, let me go explore. Hi, say hi. Tell him you're bad. Tell him you're bad. Tell him you're bad. Give up. Good girl. Good girl. She's bad. Don't listen to her. She's bad. Calm down. Yeah, 84 more years until we get sentencing. Oh. Yeah, Kathy, member for 4 months. Happy anniversary, Kathy. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary, Kelly P. Good morning. Oh, I'm so mad at him. So mad at him. Not you. You're a good dog. Next week is Tim sentencing. Yeah, we have a few things coming up. Oh, that sucks. Eric Tarantino flew out from New Hampshire to be there. He's in the courtroom right now. Tommy. Ugh. But see, that's the kind of crap he likes. He's like, everybody has gone through so much to do this. Everybody's gone out of their way to be here. This has been planned. So late at night, let's file a motion to get this delayed tomorrow so that nobody gets any warning and it happens and everybody wastes their money and their time. Oh, he's such a creep. Oh, such a creep. Let's do a poll. Will you stop? I'm not petting you right now. Are you surprised? Hold another stunt. Are you surprised Tommy pulled another spot? No. I don't know what the motion says yet. I'm gonna have to pull it. If it was just filed late last night, then it's probably not even in the system until if it was filed late last night, it's only just now 9 o'clock there, so it's not even going to be in the system yet. Oh, I'm so mad. What a... he was having his brother sell stuff so that he could buy a prison TV. What a jerk. It just makes me dislike him even more. Yes, he wants to be the puppet master. Don't be a Thommy. Be a Georgia, not a Thommy. Ugh. Ugh. All right, well, so mad. I bet their camera crews and stuff are mad too, because they went all the way out there for this. Tarantino flew all the way out there for that. Let's see, I'm trying to catch up on y'all's stuff. I know I missed a lot of your stuff while I was looking for... Yeah, Paul, we missed this. I tried to see if I could do them from my phone while I was in the courtroom, but it wouldn't let me do it from my phone for some reason. So, and nobody can do them except for me. So even though when Jessica and Kathy were substitute teaching and they had access to the StreamYard, nobody, that's the reason JT never used to be able to do them either. Like, you can't, I guess I'm the only one that can do the polls. So, okay, get down. Now you're driving me nuts. She wants to go explore again. Oh. Yeah, Dean predicted he would say something outrageous at his sentencing. He did one better. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, Dean is keeping me posted. He's in there right now. Tarantino's sitting next to him. I'm so mad. Stupid Thommy. The jury was out about 3 hours for Charlie. Coffee's not sweet enough. Goodness gracious. See, I need my Thommy doll. I left it too. I could be poking pins in it right now. Still don't know what's on the motion yet. Well, I don't know, not necessarily that it's been approved, but just that until it's looked at, they're not going forward with the sentencing. Stupid Bonnie. Sushi Addict says they should take Donna Adelson's passport away just in case she decides to flee. I think she's next, y'all. I think she's next. Yeah, we're all shaking our heads. We're all sitting here like, dang it, Thommy. Yeah, I had heard that the Adelsons were, Donna and Harvey were in Italy. But I don't know. So, okay, let's see what Dean says. So everyone's here. Pam's agreeing to postpone again out of an abundance of caution, just like she did with the first one. Stupid Thommy. Stupid Thommy. So mad. That's a good point, 70. Thommy's mad because they'll stop giving him opioids and give him Tylenol when he gets transferred to general. Hi, Jenny Lawson. Hello. Hello. We need a lawyer. Can the Markels now sue Wendy because her brother was the mastermind maestro of the unaliving? So to do a wrongful death suit, I was talking to somebody about this. To do a wrongful death suit, because it's a civil case, there is a statute of limitations. I think in Florida it was like less than 5 years. I can't remember what he was saying, but I don't know if that would have, if the fact that there's just now a verdict would. She's got her little toy over there and she's like, she puts it in her mouth and she flings it over her head. She's like playing catch with herself. She's a little funny kid. I don't know if it will be if that statute of limitations, like if that time would change because of there being a conviction now. That's a possibility maybe, but I do know that for the civil trial, they said that there is a statute of limitations. Because that's one of the things that I was wondering too. Because I know that they don't have, charges against Wendy right now. But see, in a civil trial, the burden of proof is a lot less than in a criminal trial. So in a criminal trial, it's, beyond a reasonable doubt. In a civil trial, it's like more likely that it happened then it didn't happen. So the burden of proof is not so strong. So what is our next trial? Well, we have 3 weeks until the Murdaugh trial starts. There is a trial that started yesterday. I don't know anything about it other than a woman hit her husband and left him to die. Like hit and run, I think is what they said. Let's see. I think that one started yesterday. The eye drop trial that we listened to is still going on. Let's see what we got here. Husband hit and run homicide trial. It's Wisconsin versus Lori Ann Phillips, I think. And it started yesterday. I don't know that much about it. Let's see. Wisconsin woman Lori Ann Phillips faces trial for her husband's death after he was found dead outside their home in February of 2019. Prosecutors allege that Phillips killed her husband, Mark Phillips, during an argument after returning home from a night of drinking. This is like Karen Reed, but in Wisconsin. The criminal complaint said that Lori abruptly drove off during an argument when her husband approached the driver's side of her car. She claims that when she returned home, he was not in their home. The next day, she found him dead, lying in a snowbank in their driveway. This is like literally the Wisconsin version of what they're saying. Karen Reed. Oh, the audio is bad in that one? Okay, so there's that one. There's also one. Oh, I took a screenshot of it. It was off-duty cop accused of killing friend in chokehold after a late night of partying. Let's see. Off-duty cop. Because that one is starting now too, right? Let's see. Dang, I need glasses. Milwaukee police officer Michael Mattioli. Oh, that one's live right now. Let's see. Today is first witness. Oh, it began today. Let's see here. Oh God, my back. Y'all, those benches were not good for my back. Oh, it's okay. So it looks like openings started yesterday and the first witness is today. Let's see. Hold on. Let me share this. Present, share screen. Oh no. Oh no. All right. So this is really hard to manage this without my normal my normal setup. Let's see. There's Dean. Sorry, jurors. Literally everyone in the courtroom is not happy about this turn of events. Sadly, as long as Randolph is breathing air, he will continue to cause problems. Ain't that the truth? Man, he likes to cause problems. Ugh. That guy. All right. So this is
carried with him into that house the night before in that morning. Evidence will show he had a severely compromised respiratory system, chronically asthmatic lungs.
oops. So this is the one Milwaukee police officer Michael Mattioli out drinking with his buddy, and he put him in a chokehold and it killed him. That one started yesterday. Yesterday was openings, I guess, and today they're doing first witnesses today. And then the other one is the husband hit and run, which sounds like the Wisconsin version of Sharon Reed. And it started yesterday too. So we can do a poll. And what we'll probably do is start it tomorrow because I've still got a bunch of stuff I need to do today to get set up here. And whichever one we do, we'll start tomorrow and then like skip breaks and stuff. Okay, which trial do you want to watch? Husband hit and run, or off-duty officer chokehold? Let's see which one y'all want to do. Randolph hasn't been brought into the courtroom yet, probably arguing about having a wheelchair. I'll let you guys know what's happening. Ugh. This guy. Randolph's attorney, Chris Oram, just walked in and he's meeting at the bench with the DA Hammer with white noise. Hit and run has really bad sound, like as in quiet, because I can fix that. Or like how Melly was when we first started watching Melly. What's she doing down there? It's quiet. I can fix quiet. Lucy? Oh, sorry. Okay, if that's not you, who's making noises? Peek in the door of the hit and run. All right, let's see. Let's see. Um,
Come on up, Deputy Stillinger. We'll go from there.
why?
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you give in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
This is the
snow there, so it had sunk into the snow a little bit. You can
see, I can make that.
The snow there, so it had sunk into the snow a little bit. You can see the areas of his legs where those areas were stuck to the snow or frozen to the snow, as well as his hands. But his core had very little sticking. It was more around the edges.
Are you confident, though, that you did
That's
not?
the sound on that. So I can that like I can boost that to make it that. So right now, husband hit and run trial is 64%. So maybe we'll do that one. Yeah, we'll start at the beginning for it. What we'll do is, like I said, I've still got to get some stuff situated around here. I'm kind of like, I've got like, even my microphone right here, I have it like situated to a chair and stuff. Like everything's kind of crazy right now. So I need to get this, I need to get all of this stuff situated, but I kind of want to, we're still going to wait a minute because I want us to still hear what happens with Thami. But what we can do is we can start it from tomorrow. Once I get everything situated here, that way it'll be a little bit easier. Because right now it's going to be hard for me to try to, I'm working on one screen instead of my normal setup. So I think I'm going to have to go back and grab my other monitor. I can't do it from one screen in a laptop. So that way I can get everything set up for tomorrow. We'll start at the beginning and then we'll skip breaks and stuff like that, and we'll just get caught up on it. I can boost the sound, so that one's not bad. We'll be able to hear it. And then it won't take us any time to get caught up. And then we don't have to wait through sidebars and all that stuff. It'll be a dream come true for all of us. Or whatever, you know. Let's see. Sorry, I'm working like 7 things right now. It is hard to do this when you're out of your own thing. OnlyFans trial, Courtney Clenny, I think that one got delayed, didn't it? I think it got delayed till December, maybe. I have to look. I haven't done anything while I was in Tallahassee other than work on that. I have so many squirrel moments. I did not take my medicine today. It's packed up. Side base. I am at my brother's. He has a rental property here. I can show you. Let me show you. Hold on. It's under construction right now. I'm moving from one construction zone to another. But I'll show you. Field trip. Okay. Oh, here. Let me do like this. All right. There we go. Wait, there we go. Okay, so it's under construction. Sort of. They're like remodeling everything. But you can see like I have my little setup over here on their table. And I've got the rug pulled up because I didn't want Lucy on the rug. But everything's freaking white. But, and then this is actually, I don't know if you can see it. That's my old dining room table. That was the dining room table I had at my house. Come on, Lucy, you need to go potty? So you can see everything's kind of, they're still doing construction on it. But my, look at that. Oh, can you see the pelicans on the dock? Can y'all see that? Oh my gosh, they're huge. Let's see how close we can get before they fly away. Hold on, can you see that? They're gonna fly away when I get close, but they're freaking huge. Lucy, they will eat you. Back up. Hi, guys. There's a different fish over there, too. I don't know if you... Guys. Can you see them? Yeah, you can see them, can't you? Hi, guys. It's okay. It's just me. It's okay. Hi. Smile, you're on YouTube. No? It's okay. What are you barking at? They will eat you, Lucy. It's okay. I'm trying to like inch closer. Lucy's all talk. She's like hiding behind me. Look, every time I take a couple steps, they'll act like they're going to fly off. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm just coming to say hi. I'm just saying hi. Lucy? Lucy's like, where'd they go? I want to be friends. It's really pretty out here, though. So instead of being on the beach, lagoon, and actually my house, let's see what you can see from, where is it? Hold on, wait. It's right behind me. Why can't I see it on here? Oh, okay. So right here, this is Vomitron, if you can see it. And Slingshot, it's like you can hear the people screaming when they go up on that. It's kind of cool, and it lights up at night. But my house is right on the other side of that. So you can actually see the Vomitron and Slingshot from my condo too. So I'm like a hop, skip, and a jump over there on the other side. The lagoon, if you go down this way, take the boat down and go out. My kid works at a restaurant right at the end of the lagoon right here, and then you come around and then it takes you out to the beach to get to my house. So, but this is where I'm staying right now for the next couple weeks because they're grinding my floors, and they're having, this is what they're doing. Oh, I hear somebody jumping. They just had all this cleared out. I don't know if you can see that. They just had all that cleared out, so which is what they're putting pine straw over here, making it. I guess the yard guys went to lunch. Come on, Luce. Come on. So this is home for the next 2 weeks. since I don't get to be in my house. Come on, Luce. Oh, good girl. Sorry, I didn't know you're pottying. All right, now come on. Come on. You can see the guy going with the boat right there. I'm gonna go jump on his boat. Like, hey, let's go fishing. That's one of the good things about here, though. I got my fishing poles and everything over there. So I'm gonna go fishing off the dock. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. So, field trip. This is where, that's where I'm staying. And then I don't know if you can see it. This is all still kind of under construction too. But the kitchen and that's the primary bedroom, but I don't remember the code. I have it written down to get in it. I'm not staying in that one because I don't. Here's the front. So it's a cute house. He's and then all the other bedrooms are back here. This is why it's a construction zone though. So I got one of the kids' rooms here. Come on, Lucy. That doesn't mean explore. Come on. And redoing this bathroom. It's lovely, lovely. Another kids' room here. And then a second primary here. But you can see there's like still, like all of this is still being redone. Huge bathroom. So it's got 2 primary suites and then 2 kids' rooms. Come on. But it's very nice. It's going to be on Airbnb. It's lovely. I just prefer to be home. And it's got a big laundry room back there. But that's it. Okay. All right. Remove that. Okay. Now, let me scroll back up and see what's going on. Let's see. Gotta love the field trips. Let's see. There was an inside joke with Scott C., who was the first most hated detective in Randolph's life. He went after him for Becky, Randolph's murder. Bad dog, come here. Conley. Becky Randolph's murder. Ooh, see? We're like the anti-Thami fan club here. MTV Cribs. When they finish doing everything, it's going to be, they're going to come here on like holidays and stuff and like to come visit and stuff, but they're going to rent it out on like Airbnb, stuff like that. Let's see. I love pelicans too, except for the disgruntled ones. They're really cute. They're out there on the dock like all the time. There's a couple like huge ones that hang out there. And Lucy's all talk like, you know, she'll go out there and like, you know, bark at them and stuff while she's standing behind me. It's not until they fly off that she'll, you know, come in front of me like, yeah, that's what I thought. She's funny. Let's see. He has a boat, but he doesn't have it in the water out here. So I guess probably not until he finishes all this stuff. He's in the courtroom. Tommy. Ugh. I hope somebody pushes him out of his wheelchair. Sorry. Who is Tommy? It's Thommy. Thommy. He's like our least favorite person. Old Thommy, the widower. Thommy. Thomas Randolph. So I can only see pictures. Let me see. Because they don't have Dallas Methodist shooting trial. There's a shooting at, that's day one of that one. I hadn't even heard of that. See, they still don't have. I was looking to see if they had it on any of the other stuff. They still don't have it on any of the other stuff either. Let's see. Me and Thommy go way back. Becky's mother's statement still haunts me to this day. Yes! Remember? Y'all remember I told y'all about that when we did the recap. Where when he was I put that on the recap, or like the intro to the trial or whatever. When I did like the history lesson for Thami, and it had her out there. Let's see if I can find it. Crazy. Let me see if I can find it. Ugh, Thami. I can't stand him. Let's see. Oh, right here. So Martha DeGraw, she stood out there and she said, I had a cleaner version than this, didn't I? She stood out there on the courthouse. They interviewed her after the acquittal, and she said something like, he's just going to do this to somebody else's daughter or something like that. Isn't that crazy? Spicy Farmer member for 4 whole months. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. We're glad to have you. Brandy is not a fan. Hello, little bee. This one started today, apparently. Right now, husband hit and run. Okay, husband hit and run won that one. Okay, which one next? So I can add that one between husband hit and run or Dallas Methodist shooting. All right, we'll give y'all another option on that one. I guess it started today. Because ML, member for 5 whole months. Time flies. Time flies. Happy anniversary. I keep hearing noises in there. I have no idea what it is. And it ain't my house, so I don't know. Dino Kelly says, so here's the deal. The motion was filed late last night. DAs haven't even seen it yet. So annoying. Crystal Ray, there's one of y'all in every crowd. Every time. Scott Conley says, or Scott C, sorry, I'm just like outing you. No PTSD, just knew what he had done and knew he got away with it. Took it to heart. It was so hard to get around the mistakes that were made by the original agency who investigated. Yeah. I think anybody who's ever had to have any kind of actual interaction with Thami, like, just despises him. He's awful. Okay, so it's looking like Dallas Methodist shooting is now in the lead. And that one started today. So if we start it tomorrow, we won't be far behind at all. Dean says there are over 70 pages of Randolph's handwritten exhibits, and the judge hasn't had time to read them. State has 30 days to respond. Hearing on the motions January 4th. Ugh. This dude, man. Ugh. All right, let's put it on our stupid calendar for stupid Thami. Okay, January 4th. What is it, November? Ugh. I put it on our calendar. Okay, we can do that. Since nobody's covering that one, it looks like it's going like it's like 50-50, like back and forth. What could he possibly have to say in 70 pages? Oh, wait, it's Thami. Look, he says more than anybody else in the world, but don't have a thing to say. Like Latisha. Okay, so it looks like wait, Lindsay Hendricks, where did that? Here it is. It was in a hospital. He was out on parole to see a new baby. Then he pistol whipped his girlfriend, shot and killed a nurse and a social worker who came to check. So that's the one that's the Dallas Methodist shooting. Crazy. This is not Letitia hair. This is bedhead. This is like, I've been in Tallahassee and my hairbrush is still packed and I took a shower and didn't have a hairbrush hair. That's what that is. Not Letitia. There's also body cam footage. Ooh. Well, we can start that one tomorrow. Thank you. Actually, it's funny because Shelly Markel, she has like this really pretty, like naturally curly hair, you know. Hers is more like tight curls or whatever. And we were talking about hair routines yesterday, which is the most random thing, but she was talking about her daughters and how they use some kind of TikTok thing to do hair stuff or whatever. And and she was like, so that they can get like perfect little curls like yours. And I was like, oh, thank you. But I think hers was like, I guess you always have like hair envy, like whoever, like whatever kind of hair you have, you always wish you had somebody else's. Cause like she complimented mine and I'm looking at hers like, man, I wish mine were like naturally curly like that. Let's see. Okay, so sentencing will be shortly after all motions are heard. His attorneys told him there was no chance it would be delayed based on his motion today. Ugh. This guy. Not a fan. Not a fan. Wonder how dear old Charlie woke up this morning. Ooh. The court just knows he will never stop with his BS, so they want to take away his excuses. Yes. I'm going home. You are home, Thami. You are home. You know what sucks though? Like, could you imagine having to read 70 pages of his nonsense? Ugh. Not a fan. Not a fan. All right, so I guess they'll do, so I've got that on our calendar then so that we can make sure that we are there for that. Tommy is at his forever home. But that's cool that we have two of the main thorns in his side here with us in chat. Dino Kelly and Scott Conley. Anybody who causes Thami frustration is part of my team. Oh yeah, we got our Walmart symbol. All right, so oh my gosh, could you imagine Thami and Sarah? There's that noise again. Making it, oof, ugh. All right, let me see if I can find. Live. They still don't have anything up though for Thami. I guess we still can't see it. We can only follow our friends here. He thought he was going home after Becky's trial was holding an ace in the hole for him, a warrant for his arrest for conspiracy to commit murder. He went right back to jail. So, yeah, so Scott here is the lieutenant in Ogden. Is it Ogden? Yes, Ogden. And so we have Scott is a lieutenant in Ogden, and then we have, of course, Dean O'Kelly, who was a detective in Las Vegas. So we have like his two least favorite people here, which I love. Because anybody who dislikes Tommy and all his nonsense as much as we do, it's welcome here. Yes, Ogden. I'm going home. Oh, I hate that clip where he's like, where he's in that, oh gosh, he's sitting at that table. And how many times have I made fun of him for that? That's all there is to it. You're going to see this. And you're going to sign off on this. And I'm going home. When did you start watching with us, Cynthia? Tommy is Thomas Randolph. He's, if you look at the thumbnail for this video, he's on there. He's the one who had a million wives and most of them are dead. He's a piece of crap. I'm so disgusted by him. Not a fan. Not a fan. I'm going home. Hold on, let's watch that. For those of y'all who have not seen, hold on. I can't, oops. Oops, what's happening? What am I doing? Ugh. When he's trying to, ugh. What a, hold on. All right. Hold on. I got to get to the
Mr.
good
Randolph,
part.
are you on Blue Jeans? Mr. Bradford, can you hear anything?
Difficult for us to talk to our client, even on the phone.
Where?
It doesn't happen. They say, we can't do it. The prison won't let us. Set up a telephonic call. Well, we can't do that. The prison won't let us. So I don't know who's doing what here, but it's my understanding, you're the judge, you write the orders, they do what you tell them, not what they want to do. So, and I'm talking not about the lawyers, I'm talking about the prison. I need contact with my lawyers. My lawyers need to see me. I've been spending a fortune sending them, mailing them things. So we're at this point, but they won't let them come out and visit me, even though we've had the COVID vaccine months now. I am sitting in limbo. I know what I know, and this case is over. It's just a matter of filing a couple of motions, and the state's not going to be happy with it, but they screwed up and they're going to have to live with the consequence. But nothing's going to get done until my lawyers file this. Nothing's going to get done until my lawyers come out and see me or whatever. So I'm asking, if my lawyers file a motion to have me transported to one of their offices, because there are literally hundreds of pictures and dozens of hours of video and audio that I have to listen to, because I haven't had that yet. It's been 14 years and I haven't seen the whole walkthrough, just because I've had 25 lawyers in 14 years, starting my 14th year, and the only two that did anything was my Utah attorneys. So it's really getting frustrating to me because, like I said, I know what I know. I photocopy everything, and I'm not. This is nonsense. I'm not going to put up with this much longer.
Okay, first of all, he's not going to put up with this much longer. Who does he think he's talking to? Who do you think you're talking to? I'm not going to put up with this much longer. He's telling this to the judge that he's not going to put up with this much longer.
So I'm asking if my lawyers file an order asking me to be transported to their office so that I can access the computer and go over the files because they have the files. You would certainly sign that, I would believe, because that's happened in the past. If my lawyers get an order saying that they need to talk to me virtually a couple of hours here, a couple hours there, it's my understanding you've already signed those orders. They're in place. If they're not, they will refile those, and it's my belief you would sign those. If my lawyers file a motion and orders saying they need to talk to me telephonically and set this up, it's my belief that you would sign those. Am I incorrect? Are you not going to sign orders allowing me access to my attorneys?
I'm not going to sign an order to transport you to your attorney's office because that's outside of my jurisdiction. That is up to the prison where you are transported. So you're incorrect, and I'm going to sign that.
Unless
I
she's like,
can't
you're
tell you
incorrect.
whether or not I'm going to sign any other orders that you mentioned because I haven't seen them and I don't know what the reasoning is behind them, which is, I'm sure, the reason why Mr. Ornos probably is in preparation of those orders and hasn't submitted them, because Mr. Ornos is 110% aware of what is and is not legally allowed. And Mr. Ornos isn't going to request something that he knows isn't legally allowed. Mr. Ornos just indicated that he has been having problems with being able to see you at the prison. And I did sign an order back on, I signed it May 8th. Okay, I'm having this issue.
Hold on. We have to
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 get
this.
in touch with we need the Attorney General, Kim. Are you here on this matter? How do we get in touch with, who's representing the prison in regard?
I mean, because it's a criminal case and there's
Hold on, we have to get.
what's going on.
This is my favorite.
But I'm not
My
sure
favorite hearing
if
of all time.
anybody's been aware, made aware of that order, Mr.
You were,
So
they
can you.
His attorneys are over him.
Also, a lot of files.
Oh, wait, here we go.
got it. Okay.
Judge Jones, also, this virtual, we can talk on the phone, but obviously I can't see any video that my lawyers have that I need to see. They can't see any files that I have. Now, I have been sending my Jim, a lot of files that is the crux of, there's 17, 18, 19 boxes of files. You only need these 300 or 400 pages. They speak for themselves. They will be my defense. If we go to trial, they will be the crux of what I am going to report to you in a minute. And then the state's going to have a real issue. But virtually, if nothing else, if we get 2 or 3 hours right in a row, and that's why I've done this, here's page 1, they got page 1, I got page 1, and we can go through each and every one of those files if it takes, and it's going to take 2-3 hours right in a row. And we do this virtually so that we can actually, I can show them. That's the purpose of having my hands uncuffed, so I can hold the files up and we can see what we got here. Also, my lawyer says they have no problem coming out and seeing me, bringing the laptop, bringing all the video, and spending all day here. They said that's not a problem, but they won't let me do that, or they won't let them do that. This is nonsense. I want the hell out of here, and I know when these lawyers see what there is to see, they're going to file the appropriate motions, and they're going to ruin your day, and they're going to ruin the state's day, because then you are going to grant these motions that they file, and I'm going home. It's that simple. But
He's telling this to the judge that I want the hell out of here. I'm not putting up with this much longer. And then he tells her that when you see these motions, they're going to ruin your day, and they're going to ruin the state's day, and you're going to grant them, and I'm going home. And he's hitting his... Hey, who does he think he is? Guess who didn't go home? Tommy.
it's not going to happen until they come and see me, till they have access to me. I've been waiting 14 years. I've had 25 attorneys. It's getting old. So you have to step up and make the...
He just told the judge, you have to step up. Do you see why this is like my favorite pretrial hearing of all time in all of the universe ever? He just told the judge, you have to step up.
These people do what they need to do. And lastly, and this is...
Mr. Randolph. All right, Mr. Kim is going to help facilitate getting you access.
What a moron. Like, it's like all of the things that you never say to a judge, all in one pretrial hearing, all in one monologue. He's like, I'm not putting up this much longer. I'm going home. And what else? What other nonsense did you say? I'm going to ruin your day. Oh, what an idiot. Oh. This is why I'm not a fan. That's why I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Yes, this was previous to his last trial. That was banging that hand on that table. I'm going home. No, you're not. You are home. You are at your forever home. Go fluff your little mat and, eat your ramen noodles and bologna sandwich and be quiet. Not a fan. Kimber's Ohio, because you were playing this again and I needed a good laugh. You can always count on Tommy for a good laugh when it's the worst. It's the stupidest pretrial hearing in all of the history of pretrial hearings. And I am so thankful that it is public access and you can see it anytime you want to. I'm going home. You're going to grant these motions. It's ruining your day. It's ruining the state's day. I'm not putting up with this much longer. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? Lord help. Lord help. I would love to be a person that made Tommy mad. Well, you got two of the main ones who made him mad here in chat with us right now. You remember he asked Dean about his wife. You remember that in the interview? We were all like, or when they were questioning him, and he asked if his wife was good looking. We were all like, oh, I know he didn't just go there. Oof. Piece of work. He's something. He went home all right. He went to his forever home. I'm not tolerating this much longer. What a buffoon. This guy. All right, well, yeah. Tommy said, is your wife good looking? Who says that? Andy called him an a-hole, and he was not a fan. Tommy is not a fan of Detective Dean O'Kelly. He's not a fan. So funny. So funny. Yes, actually, now that I'm back from Tallahassee, I have to get approval because Dean still works on cold cases and stuff. I have to get approval for him to do it, but I have the email. Now that Dan Markel is over, I will, I can schedule it. I'll get it set up. So that way we can come on and hear all about, Tommy. Ugh. He's like my least favorite of, well, he's right up there. He's right up there. He's awful. He's awful. Well, I guess they're not doing anything else for that today. So tomorrow we will do I Know What I Know. You know what's funny though? I really do. I quote Thami, like I quote Thami, and like to my real life friends, and they're like, do you ever like say something that like it's like one of our inside jokes, and then you say it to people who aren't like, you know, who are like your real life friends and not your like 13th juror friends? Not that y'all aren't real life friends, but you know what I mean, like the ones that you see in person. And like I'll do that every once in a while. I'll be like, I'm going home, like stuff like that, and they're like, okay, did you need an Uber, or like what's your, you know, like they have no idea what I'm talking about. It's really funny. I left it at home, but I have I still have today to go back and get more stuff because they're not closing our floor down until tomorrow. So when I go back to get my other monitor, I'll try to grab it. Ugh. Silver Fox said, it just hit me why there's emotion. He's in jail now, but when he is sentenced, he will go to prison, and he is scared. He's a buffoon. Lindsay Hendricks says, oh, same. I say, bang, bang, bang. All the time. Ugh. Tomorrow, new day, new trial. We will do the Methodist one since nobody else is doing that one. Nobody else is covering that one. And it sounds really interesting. We'll do that one. Ruth says, sorry I'm so late, but yes, Tommy, you're guilty. You know, we know you were guilty. Yes. Hello, Casey Smith. Hello. Tommy saying, I'm the star of the show. Live from Las Vegas. Show. Ugh. You know what's funny though? I think that all this stuff with Keefy D, I think he's mad about it. Remember I said this at the very first Keefy D hearing. I was like, I bet Tommy's mad because he doesn't want to have, you know, a bigger Vegas trial than his own. I'll get a lot of static, but I don't agree with this. He's taken the rap for his sister. Oh, are you talking about Charlie? He's taking the rap for his sister. He needs to wake up and spill his guts, let the real hire for murder be put away. Yeah, well, I mean, I disagree. Like, all of the wiretaps show I mean, there ain't nothing innocent about that man. I hope his sister and his mom are next. Yeah, I don't get how people think they can get away with these murder for hires like they're part of the old school mafia, right? Right? Linda says, I had a deep gut feeling in this case and the Murdoch case. I believe both cases there's another murderer walking around free in both cases. Interesting. Well, who does he think he is talking to the judge like that? Exactly. I'm not going to put up with it much longer. What? What you going to do? What you going to do? What do I think about Harvey being involved? I think that Harvey was not necessarily involved in the details of planning it. I think that that was pretty much all Donna and Charlie, but I believe that he knew, and that he is, there's not going to be enough against him to charge him ever, I don't think. Which again, we don't know everything that they know. Not all the information they have is public, obviously, but I think that he definitely, I think he knew. I don't think that he was involved in the initial planning, but I think he knew. It's just me says, I think Charlie, Wendy, and their mom are equally involved. Yeah. I think that Wendy knew that something was going to happen. I think that they kept her out of the details enough for plausible deniability. I think that she knew, you know, that something was happening, when it was happening, but I think that she was kept out of all of the, you know, who's involved, who's doing what. I think Donna's next too. I agree. I agree. Are there any interviews after yesterday that we can skim? Interviews after court let out? Probably. I have not worked on this at all since I've been doing Dan Markel. So, and oh my gosh, my inbox is blown up asking when episode 6 is going to be. So I will try to get it recorded next week. Charlie's story was ridiculous. I'm glad that the way that Georgia did her closings, that she went through all of that and like piece by piece and showed just how ridiculous it is. That was great. All right, let's look at I'll pull up the interview. I was like trying to hide during the interviews yesterday. They were doing the interviews. Markel's came out first, and they were doing the interview, and I'm like hiding behind the wall. Let's see. See if I can find it. I hate not having my own setup. All right, let's see. Here's
relieved. I'm feeling like a lot of hard work has paid off.
Is this the last prosecution we're going to see in the Dan Markel murder, or will there be others?
I don't know the answer
okay, real quick. See her right here?
to that question yet.
See her? She's the one who came out and told us that there was a verdict. So when everybody was telling me that I was wrong because Court TV still had their feed going, it was her that came out.
Stay tuned.
Straight from the thing. Right, did you hear
Like,
this?
a lot of hard work has paid off.
Is this the last prosecution we're going to see in the Dan Markel murder, or will there be others?
I don't know the answer to that question yet. Stay tuned.
I guess
That's all you guys care about.
No, that's the question everybody has. Is we've asked it after each trial. Who's next?
Great job. Revel in this for a few days at least.
But what do you think about this element of surprise defense? You know, the shock in the opening. Was that anticipated in any way?
Yes, we did suspect that some version of that could happen. There were some details that we didn't totally anticipate, but wasn't a complete surprise.
The double extortion?
Yeah, well, not the double extortion, but that it could be some form of blackmail. We knew he had to own the peanut, and that there was going to be some version of I had to pay under duress. So not the details of the layered extortion, but some version of it.
You mentioned in your closing you were kind of expressing concern that the jurors could be confused by some of the evidence and some of what the defense was saying. How worried were you when the jury went out that you could end up with a mistrial?
Every time the jury goes out, I'm extremely worried. So I was worried. I mean, it's not that I don't trust these jurors or trust.
That's Sunny in the yellow right there, peeking around the corner. That's Sunny.
My case or trust the evidence or justice, but you never know what's going to happen. And it was a lot of information that was thrown at them. So I had to just sort of hold my breath until the verdict came out.
And how did you feel when you heard that first guilty?
Oh, there's no way to describe it. Just a relief.
Can you tell us how you felt for the Markel family? Been dealing with them.
They have been such troopers. They have stuck with me and stuck behind me. They don't always agree with all the decisions that I've made in this case, particularly the timeline of things. So it's been great to have their support and have them stand behind me the whole way. And I'm thrilled that they got justice today. Just absolutely thrilled.
Do they have all the justice they deserve?
Stop.
A variation of the same thing.
I'm a lawyer. Anybody else?
Are you gonna still do the investigatory interviews of Harvey and Donna?
Not pursuant to the subpoenas that were associated with Mr. Adelson's case. So we'll see.
Okay, so I want to say something about this too. Okay, so this is something that was talked about a lot because, you know, they had the subpoenas where they were going to, like, Harvey and Donna were going to have to come talk, and we were all excited because they were finally going to have to talk. But part of what I like, because since she's not having them come or didn't have them come talk under that subpoena, I think that is all the more sign that charges are coming, because if they had come to speak to them under that subpoena, they would have had immunity for anything that they said covered under that subpoena. So like if they had come in and said anything, whatever they said can't be used against them. And if there's anything that, like, you know, that they were going to use against them, they would have to prove that it didn't come from information that came from them talking. So I think that's all the more sign that there are charges coming.
See going forward whether anything more arises.
Is the investigation still going on?
Yes.
You said one of the things that you said in your closing when you were talking about Catherine Magbanua, there's essentially that no one feels more strongly about her than the people on our side of the table. You're putting somebody on there who you put on trial twice, and now saying that everything she said in that other trial was a lie. How is that? So can you just describe what that's like to have to deal with the witness of that?
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't get to pick our witnesses. A lot of times our witnesses are culpable or guilty in the crimes, and we have to own that. We can't hide from it, and that's what I attempted to do with her, was put her on there, have her tell the truth, and own the fact that she told many lies before.
What would your response be to some of the doubt that was cast on this case that the state presented?
Was there? It was a pretty quick verdict.
I think rather on the defense's side.
Oh, well, that's their job, and I think they did a fine job. I'm thrilled that justice prevailed and that the jury was able to see the truth through all their good efforts to block it.
Why do you think that that it was so important for the defense to preserve the element of surprise, that they gave away the corroboration potentially of Harvey, Donna, and Mr. Mintz?
I think to keep us unprepared, or to hope that we would be less prepared to rebut it.
Did you have to make a lot of changes in your strategy once you heard that opening statement from Mr. Rashbaum?
We made some adjustments. I wouldn't say a lot of big changes. The truth is not going to change, right? I mean, you're going to pull out some additional materials to try to push back against whatever it is they're alleging, but the truth isn't going to change.
Will Catherine McManus get some kind of reward or reduced sentence for her cooperation in this case?
That I don't know yet either. That's a conversation I'm going to have with my boss and some other folks on the team, and we'll get back to you on that. All right, speaking of, all right, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Great job, ladies.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job, Sarah. Good job.
Appreciate it. See y'all later.
See ya.
Milestone for the Marel family. We are grateful to Jack Campbell, the State Attorney's Office, for his excessive and extremely well-bound leadership. Also, we have to thank Georgia Kaplan, Sarah Dugan, and Jason Newland, and also Eddie Evans, and the entire team, and of course, Helene Potluck as well, and also Pat Sanford from the FBI, TPD, and all of the Tallahassee community and the media that's here today. We really appreciate your support.
Thank you all.
I'm just going to add, this has been a really long ordeal.
Can you say his full name for us, please?
Shelley Markel, SHELLYMARKEL. I was just going to say that this has been a really long and terrible ordeal for all of us. It's taken a long toll on our lives, and there's a real sense of relief today. And I want to just reiterate all of the thanks to for the support and all the work and all the effort that got into bringing us to this date, to law enforcement and the state's attorney's office, the whole team behind it.
To all of you.
To all of the media that's really helped keep this story alive and brought forth this day, and to the Tallahassee community that's been with us every step of the way. We're really, really grateful. Thank you.
Shelley, do you think that everybody who is responsible for your brother's murder is now behind bars or has been?
I think we're going to leave that question for now and enjoy this feeling of relief and satisfaction of today's results, and really just, you know, feel this moment and with our appreciation for the teams that got us here today.
Phil, could you just, I was sitting right behind you as the verdict was read, and I saw the emotion in your face. Could you just describe the moment for us?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, did y'all see that picture?
Joy, happiness.
Joy and happiness is a funny thing to say,
Well,
but it's sort of tinged with this feeling of relief.
The relief.
It's relief. It's a long time
It's
ago.
so long, 9 years, and we got to this point, and it's just a good feeling.
We're thankful. We're thankful to everybody.
Grateful, yeah.
Thank you.
Grateful and appreciative.
I just wonder what you thought as you heard for the first time a member of the Adelson family testifying about what they say actually happened as you were listening to that testimony. What was in your minds?
He deserves a defense, and I think Rashbaum tried hard for him, but the truth is the truth, and that's what came out, and the verdict is guilty.
Can you say, do you feel a certain way about this decision, given this is the first one involving one of the people that set this situation?
I think we want to say we don't want to talk about the future. We want to live in the moment, and thank you for the present. We are really delighted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They are wonderful. Did y'all see the pictures? Hold on, let me see. There were, see if I can find. I don't remember exactly who posted them. They're really good people. Just so kind and seeing them, like I got teary-eyed. I was sitting directly behind them when the verdict came through. And so it was like, I think my emotion came just from seeing them. You could see, like, oh gosh, it was, you could see how tense they were before they read the verdict. And then after, it's like as soon as they read it, like you could just see them, like just the relief come across. It was just, oh, it was incredible. Well, let me see if I can find these pictures. There were some. Go away, go away. View full gallery. Here we go. Share this tab. Let's see if I could make it any bigger. But see, oh yeah, you can see me right back behind them. But like there was, you can see like there was so much tension right before they announced the verdict. And then see how like he just, oh my gosh, it was like this relief from them. It was incredible. Rashbaum did not, they tried to get him to give a comment afterwards and he went out the back door. So the back door of the court goes, it comes out like right by the elevators so that you don't have to go out there where all the press was. So he went out the back door, which nobody really goes out except for like the bailiffs go in and out. But he went out the back door trying to get out, like get to the elevators. One of the media went around and like saw him, I guess, come out. So they went around and tried to get him to give a comment and he did not want to give a comment. But look, you can see like how tense it was, you know. That sigh of relief. They are just the sweetest. Sarah Dugan actually she was awesome too. She is itty bitty tiny in real life. This was cool too. This is a really good picture. This is when Georgia came over and was talking to them about if they were prepared to give their victim impact statements today, or if they wanted to do it next month at the sentencing. They're not going to travel back down. So that was one of the things that they were talking to her about is, you know, if they weren't really prepared to do it today. But they're going to do it by Zoom next month at sentencing or at sentencing. I love that picture. And look, you can see I'm trying to sneak out back there. Like when I saw the cameras, I'm like trying to sneak out unnoticed. Georgia in the red. Red is a power color. So pretty awesome. I'm very, very impressed by Georgia and Sarah Dugan. And you know what? I hate to say it. Rashbaum was a nice guy. He did, actually, yes. Which is another thing. Like I said, he is a nice guy. He did. He shook hands with her right away. You know, he did the best he could with what he had. I couldn't imagine having to I couldn't imagine having to try to defend that dude. Georgia rocked that red. Yes. When I saw her in that red too, when I saw her come in the red, I was like, power color. Yes. Yes. Yeah, he wanted to get out before Aladdin Kings threatened him. All right, well, I guess that's all we've got happening. We're going to start we're going to start the, what did I say? Not Memphis. Why am I saying Memphis? Dallas trial tomorrow. Puzzle pieces. Look, when Georgia came out and was like, when she made those couple little jokes about the puzzle pieces, I wanted to stand up and clap. But I know we're not allowed to do that. I didn't want to get kicked out. All right, so tomorrow. Oh. Tommy. Tommy's in there in his stupid wheelchair. Oh, he probably wanted to get away from Chucky. Yeah, I saw that. Okay, so some of the clips that I saw, you know, there are things that y'all can see watching the stream that we can't see in the courtroom. Like the hot mic moment where Rashi told him, you know, you have to stop. Like, that's not something that we could see or hear. So that was awesome. That was awesome. But that was not something we could see or hear. So that was one of the things though, like, you know, there are things that I missed being there, but then there are also things that like I never would have known if I wasn't there. Like that one juror, y'all, man, that one juror, crazy. Man, he was like, when I tell y'all he was over the top, like, cause there are some that like, you know, we're making faces and stuff like, you know, like, look, I can't fix my face. So I'm the first one to tell you it is what it is. So like making faces is one thing, but he was so, it wasn't just like, you know, that kind of thing. He was so over the top. It was insane. Like, just, thank God he was an alternate. The hotel I stayed in was actually very nice. I booked it on my lunch break. Thank God it was actually really nice. And it was less than half a mile from the hotel. I mean, from the courthouse. So it was great. I'm trying to wait for like the last little, to get the little word on what's happening, but I think we're about to wrap up here. We'll start our new trial tomorrow, and we can do any updates since they're apparently not going to be showing this, unfortunately. Let me check one more time just to see if going. Come here, bad dog. Yeah. All right. So since there's no live feed for it, I really need to get the rest of my stuff situated here. Let's plan on tomorrow. We will start. Hi, big girl. Let's start at 9 Eastern. So the state has to respond to the stuff by December 11th. The next hearings on the motions, this is for Thami. Next hearing on the motions will be January 4th. I've got that on our calendar. No sentencing date yet. But it will possibly be within 2 weeks after the hearing in January. So we will keep, the yard guys are back, it's loud out there. We'll keep an eye on it. So December 11th, the state has to respond by December 11th, and then the motions hearing will be January 4th. And I've got them both on our calendar. Is she live right now? Let's see. Got a big bobcat right outside the door right there. Oh, she's not live right now. Oh, it's like a bobcat, like the thing they work on the yard with, not like a bobcat. My college mascot was bobcats. I don't know what that is, but all right. I am going to wait, I think I just got the, hold on, here it is. Hold on. Okay, here, let me show you this real quick before we go. Present, share screen. All right, look at this. Motion to dismiss hearing was set for 1/4/24 in Thomas Randolph murder trial. Randolph, who was scheduled to be sentenced today after a murder conviction, filed the motion to dismiss the case. He filed a motion to dismiss the case. Here's the argument. Despite the best efforts of this court, Mr. Randolph did not and could not receive a fair trial consistent with the due process clause based upon the delay in bringing Mr. Randolph to trial as a result of the improper introduction by the state of inadmissible evidence at the 2017 trial in this matter. So he's saying he did not, so this is what the motion is. He did not receive a fair trial because of the delay in bringing him to trial as a result of the last trial. Proceeding to trial with this improperly admitted evidence caused significant delays in advance of the 2017 trial and additional extensive delays in both the appellate. He's so foolish. In both the appeals process following the original reverse trial and adequate time for counsel to prepare for adequate time for counsel to prepare. How much time did he have to prepare? Compounding the lengthy delay is the irreversible prejudice Mr. Randolph has suffered because he has lost the ability to present an adequate defense due to witnesses having faded memories, dying, or otherwise being unavailable. The loss of evidence and the ability to mount a defense due to this delay has caused overwhelming and irreparable damage to Mr. Randolph's right to a fair trial pursuant to the due process. Oh, here's his handwriting stuff. Emergency hearing. Look, y'all, he wrote this out himself. Oh my gosh, y'all. He really did. He really did write this. Emergency hearing. Oh. Somebody take his pen and paper from him. He's not allowed to order any more of that on commissary. Somebody take it from him. Yard guys out there. He had, okay, what's funny is that he says that he was Lucy has spotted the yard guy. Hey, Lucy, leave him alone. It's okay. I know, you're a good guard dog. It's okay. You're so good. You're very, very good. Thank you. You scared him to death. Thank you. You're so good. You're so good. You got him. You scared him. What's funny is that he had all this stuff say, okay, it's okay. It's all right. You scared him. It's okay. He's just working. It's all right. He had, in that pretrial hearing, he's saying all this stuff about how it's okay. It's okay. She's mad that there's a yard guy here. He had all that stuff about how I'm going home and I've got, this and I've got all these pages and I've got all these documents and, you're going to see this and it's going to ruin your day and it's going to ruin the state's day. And he's talking all this nonsense about how, he's got everything ready and it's going to ruin everybody's day. And now he's like, I didn't have time. I don't have time to do it. Oh, He had to do this right before sentencing. Did he have an epiphany? He's ridiculous. He is ridiculous. He's ridiculous. All right. Well, that's all I got for today. I'm going to send y'all over to RA so y'all can hang out with him the rest of the afternoon while I get the rest of my stuff done here. That way we can be back on regular schedule tomorrow, starting a new trial. Marie Moss will be counting for us. Lucy will be better behaved. The yard guys won't be here, maybe. So there'll be nobody to attack. Maybe we can look at pelicans again, if they're out there. But I'm going to send y'all over to him. I appreciate you coming, even though we didn't get to do the sentencing. We can at least, we got it on our calendars for stuff in the future. So we'll see what happens. But new trial tomorrow and back to regular schedule. And we got all kinds of stuff to talk about and get done. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. Bye. Bye, y'all.